And now for something completely different.
All right, Metal-O-Maniacs, as you can see, the fucking badassery continues here at Metal-O-Mania as I'm joined by Reform and Ruin, my buddies out of Kansas. How are you guys today, man?
Good.
Hails, gentlemen, hails. I am a huge fan, as you know, man. If you guys have been following Metal-O-Mania, we've been playing these guys. We've been talking about these guys. We've been showing their gear off and shit. And here they are to talk to us a little bit, man. Thank you for joining me today, guys.
Welcome.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Yep.
If you don't mind, start by introducing yourself.
Well, I'm Matt, the vocalist.
Travis, the guitar player.
I'm Adam, the bass player.
And who's the drummer that's not here with us?
Sean.
Oh,
He had family stuff come up, so he wasn't able to.
right on. Fucking Sean. No, I kid. But much love to you, Sean. I hope everything's all right, brother. Yeah. But man, I appreciate you guys joining us, man. As you know, we were going to talk a little bit ago. It's been a crazy, it's a crazy world, man. We can't. It's hard to knock down plans these days, but I'm glad we finally made this happen.
Yeah.
Fucking Metal-O-Mania loves you. So, well, let's talk about this, man. As you just alluded to, it's tough to get together in this world, and it certainly is. So, tell me about some of the hurdles we jumped to finally get this damn EP out into the world, brother.
Yeah. So me and Travis, we've been in band since 2007, and we've changed names a few times and stuff. But we decided to get back. We took a break, got back together. 2019, then pandemics hit and everything. We had Adam join the band and stuff, but pandemic hit. We stopped practicing and everything. We were just trying to be safe because no
one knew what was going on.
I got the nerdsma, I call it, asthma and all the, all that stuff. But yeah, we didn't know. Everything seemed so deadly, so bad. So we finally started getting back together, wrote some stuff, and then our drummer ended up getting hurt for being a big fat man and not taking care of himself and stuff.
We love him dearly. We've known him our entire lives.
Hey,
yep, so.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
Yeah.
I used to weigh 420, so I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's about that ballpark, and he just ended up. His doctor said you got to stop, and so he had to back off, and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. And then Sean was a buddy of ours, and he was in a band that was doing pretty good for a while. It was like 8 years ago or something when they stopped. And since we're good, but I mean, that's the thing with us, we want to play with people that we could stand to be around.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to have that, sane anger bullshit, have to call in a therapist to, see each other. So
right.
Where we can get together and have a cheeseburger and not even play music or something like that and just bullshit, shoot the shit. That's what we want. And we all have similar musical tastes and different backgrounds and stuff. So yeah, it was a big pain in the ass to get this thing done. And technically we had it done in end of November, early December, somewhere around that ballpark.
Oh,
but then that's when Derek, or goes by Darkness, had to back out, and we were figuring things out. And then I was buying a house, and his wife ended up getting the virus, and
my wife got it. I took care of her for 21 days. Like nothing on my end.
Oh, nice. Wow. Is she okay now then?
Yeah, she's all right. She's doing all right. I don't think she can taste anything still, but
wow,
she's still all right though. So
wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Losing your ability to taste is a bitch. That doesn't sound like
No, it's texture.
Yeah.
I eat texture.
Right. Give me something soft, goddammit. But anyway, well, hell with that. Give me something hard like Reform and Ruin, man. So you talked about some of the bands that you played in before. Tell me about bringing this specific project together, man. What?
Well, like Matt said, we formed this in high school. And we were in a little town in southwest Kansas, about 20,000 people. And basically the only thing that was playing was Mexican quinceañera bands and some country bands. And we were like, nah, man, let's do something nasty. And so we just started going and moved to where we are currently. And it's been up and down and up and down. During one of those breaks, I joined another band. We kind of did a little bit of death metal, a little bit of hardcore, a little bit of metalcore kind of stuff. I did that for about a year and a half or so. And I ended up putting it down because just a hard time in life. Life's a bitch, you know.
Yeah, man. Life has its way of getting in there and making its own plans for you, brother, man.
Absolutely.
You know, you can write it all down on a calendar, but yeah, it rarely works out that way when you look back on that son of a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
So true, brother. Well, this finally came out in March, right? This finally hit the world in March.
Yep. When we got Adam in 2019, then we had one show that we played when we were still Screams of Cronin with the old name. And we had a full-length EP we released and stuff, and we weren't super proud of it. But it was the budget. It was recorded by a friend. It was what it was. We had fun, but we played the one show, and then we decided with the pandemic and everything going on, and how we all matured as musicians, needed to change the name and
start a new thing.
And
we wanted to really look back and say, at the end of the day, I am happy of what I put out. I hope other people like it, but I'm happy. Kind of a deal.
Right on. Well, and then you added this Adam guy to the project. I got to tell you, I happen to love that dude pretty a whole bunch, man. So that was a good add-on, man. How'd that come about? Did you know him for years as well, or?
Nope. Our drummer pretty much was Derek Darkness, and end up meeting Adam through people, whatever. Adam, you could tell that whole thing, I guess.
It was kind of a weird way that I met Darkness. I had actually been in I don't want to say shitty cover band, but for lack of better terms, we were a shitty cover band.
Right on. And, it is what it is.
I had kind of hung it up, man. I was like, I'm just done, man. I started out as a drummer. Then I went and started playing bass. Then I got to be a front man and lead vocalist, lead guitarist. I'm like, all right, I've done everything I want to do. I'm fucking done, man. Hung my shit up, sold off most of my equipment. My wife was trolling on Facebook, and she's like, hey, this guy's looking for a bass player for a metal band. Fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? I won't like it. So I get over there and I meet up with this guy named Shannon, and he's like, man, I got this drummer. His name's Darkness. He's the baddest motherfucker you'll ever see. All right, cool. Yeah, so I get a hold of my buddy John Reith, who's the guitar player in another Salina band called Forged by Fire. Really kick-ass dudes. We get together and start playing, and I feel the click Darkness, but I just don't feel it with the singer guy. And I'm like, man, this just ain't gonna work. Well, Darkness and I worked together at a little fucking taco joint here in Salina, and he's like, look, we're trying to put Screams of Cronin back together. If our original bass player doesn't want to get in, I want to bring you in. Would you be down with that? Well, needless to say, I got the fucking tattoo on my hand like a month later. So yeah, I was solid. Matt,
2 months later, we changed the name.
Go figure. But Matt and Travis and Dee are just some of the most amazing musicians I have ever worked with. Matt, they say Tom Araya's got the voice of hell. No. Matt has got just the most demonic sound to his voice, and he's amazing.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Travis is the most. I don't even know a word for how unique Travis's style of playing is. He's made me 100 times a better musician than I ever could have thought I would have been.
I suck, bud.
Yeah, but you suck in a great way, sweetheart.
Hey, it's what we suck that makes us special in this life, my friend. You know what I mean?
And I didn't think things could get any better, but then we got Sean in there, and I'll tell you, I've never seen a hungrier musician. That kid came in, learned this shit, is helping us rework other stuff and writing new stuff. This kid's, there's a magic and a chemistry with the four of us. It's once in a lifetime to wish for.
Steamrolling, baby. Steamrolling. I love it. So, well, I noticed that you did what seems to be the trend. You put out an EP here. This is a debut Reform and Ruin EP. So everybody out there drink. We play the drinking game. Whenever we say debut, you got to drink. And I just said it again, so drink again. But, we played 100 Words when you guys put that song out, available. Badass fucking jam. Face Me.
By the way.
What's that?
Much appreciated for the love, but thank you. You and Scully are fucking awesome.
No, man, we are fans, man. We sit around being fanboys and fangirls like we're little kids still around here, man. And you know, for me, shit like this, Reform and Ruin, this is candy for me, man. This is medicine and shit. I need it. So, and I'm loving it, man. Now that I have the full EP in my possession, I listen to it start to finish. I love it, man. But well, let's start with your decision to put out an EP. Is that I noticed that's a trend that we seem to be doing. Is that very much was that on purpose? Like, let's put it out a little bit at a time. Is it kind of?
Pretty much. I mean, when we got back together, got things going, we were like, hey, we're with us starting new and everything. Let's write some new stuff. Let's get stuff out there because we've matured as people, matured as musicians. Like that, we experimented more than what we ever did with the whole writing process. Because usually it'd be like, hey, this sounds good. All right, let's play that. And we need to change a little thing here to transition, and that was it. Yeah. We didn't, hey, try this other thing, even though that's badass. So we did a lot of instead of just writing and that sounds cool, be like, hey, that does sound cool, but how about we do this too?
Right.
Yeah.
So we decided get an EP just so people know that, hey, this is our sound now. This is what we are. And with the pandemic and everything, with us limited on time, with getting together and everything, it still made more sense.
I think it actually helped.
Yeah,
personally, because you know, we were all forced as a society, as a world, to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we were able to look within a little bit more. And it is what came out was thought of, you know, we thought deeply about. So.
Yeah, I almost hate to recover ground that we talk about often, but that is also a trend. EPs are definitely the way of the future, it seems like, but as the result of COVID, I can't tell you how many bands we've talked to that were like, man, COVID forced us to retinker and to rethink and to kind of, you know, let us marinate instead of rushing through the studio process, which is what bands generally have to do based on time constraints or money constraints or whatever. You know, now we put a lot of time in it. We were able to marinate with it. We were able to change things as we liked it, you know, and that's awesome. I think that as the result of that, we've got so much great metal. I think the next couple of years are going to be insane.
Yep, I do too.
Crazy releases, man. What's the best way? Reform and Ruin, the website will be up immediately, right? Or will be up by the time this interview airs. In fact,
by the time this is up, it should be all good to go. Technically it's out there now, but there's a few little broken pieces that I'm fixing. But.
Killer. Well, and you also do have you guys got a Facebook page, you got a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Killer. And then the album's available on all major streaming places. So
yeah. Pick it up. What if everybody wants a hard copy? Do you have hard copies available yet?
We do have hard copies. You just need to contact us and we can work out, you know, we'll probably just do a flat rate shipping thing. We're with the website, planning on maybe in the future getting merch stuff on there, but as we're just kind of getting the ball rolling for monetary sake, we're waiting on that. But
right on.
That is definitely a possibility for that.
Well, Metal-O-Maniacs, you can get you a t-shirt, you can get you a CD, you can stream this fucking thing. Do what you got to do, but get some Reform and Ruin in your life. And do it now. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us, man. Let's kick everybody in the ass with some Face Me.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Yeah, man.
This is Matt with Reform and Ruin. You're watching Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully. Face Me! Release
Now that all pretenses are off, call me Penguin. A flightless bird, but one with style.